Mark and Rich show on a Tuesday, Xtra 1360, Fox Sports San Diego. So glad you're with us. And speaking of glad that someone's with us, man, are we glad that this guy's with us again. What a year. What a story. Rashaad Penny, the star for San Diego State, joining us now. Rashaad, look, congratulations on the season, and we got to just kind of get your reaction to what has happened this week. I think you might be a bigger star on social media because you didn't become a finalist for the Doak Walker Award. Like the whole country feels like they have to kind of pick up for you. What's your reaction to that?
My reaction is the same. I mean, I'm upbeat. It just only motivated me. It motivated the team. They see how, that group of five and that Power 5 bias is. But, I get up and smile every day with the same mentality, and I'm happy. I mean, the award, is supposed to go to the best running back, but as long as the coaches and staffs and everybody in San Diego know who that is, that's all that matters. And I can't thank everybody enough because they've been supporting me through this whole time. So it's been fun.
And you have the bowl game coming up. Obviously, the destination undetermined so far. Any places you like to go? I know New Mexico's in the mix, Arizona Bowl's in the. Is there any one that you'd be like, oh, that's the one I want?
I mean, not really. I mean, because all the other day is still a game, and I hope we play the best team out there that's available because we want to prove. We still have something to prove to a lot of people because I feel like we're still, overlooked. So, I think wherever we go, we're going to enjoy the time. But then again, when that game time comes, it's a different us. So, it's going to be fun, though.
Rashaad, in this game, the bowl game, wherever it is, whoever you're playing, I bet you know this off the top of your head. How many yards do you need to pass DJ Pumphrey's single-season record?
107.
107. I had a feeling you'd know. Okay, so 107. Yeah. How much are you two talking about this, and how much is this on your mind right now?
We talk about it every day. I mean, it's funny because the only thing he says, I just set the record last year. And then I was like, well, records are meant to be broken. And then we thinking the same thing for Juwan Washington next year. So, I mean, it's funny when we sit up and talk about it. But then again, I think he's so happy for me, and he wanted me to do this. So, I mean, I just have to write my own story, and that's what he told me when he left. And, he told me to make the best of it, and that's what I'm trying to do. But I can't do it without these amazing guys that I'm around every day and amazing staff that I have. So, I mean, it's fun.
Donnell Pumphrey, obviously, is the man you're chasing in the record books. He gets drafted 4th round last year. I know that, when I was graduating college and the draft was coming around, we were able to submit sort of information and get a draft status update, like what round area we would be taken at. Did you do that, and what did you find out?
Last year I did it, but that didn't mean I was leaving. I just wanted to see, what it was about. I did it last year, and I seen it, and I'm not too familiar with it, but Coach Long and all the other guys up there know. So I just better myself this year by doing everything that I need to do to be a feature back, and that's work on my pass protection and run better routes. And with all the guys that tell me I got better, I don't think I got better. So I mean, I got a long way to go, but yeah, I mean, the draft really isn't on my mind, not yet. I still got one more game left as an Aztec, and that's the only thing that matters, is because I wanted to do something that hasn't been done at San Diego, but unfortunately it hasn't happened this year. But I know this great tradition with these great guys, I feel like it's going to happen soon.
Rashaad Penny is joining us here on the Mark and Rich Show. Glad to have him. Gosh, the biggest name in San Diego sports right now. How does that feel, by the way, when people say that?
I mean, it's surreal. I mean, I never expected this. I mean, I don't think I could have a bigger season without the offensive line and just the other guys. I mean, it's amazing to even have my name mentioned up as the hottest guy in San Diego or something like that. I mean, that's it's actually pretty funny because you wouldn't be expecting that. I mean, as a kid, when I came here my freshman year, I was ready to go back home, and now, it's you have a good city behind you, and you just being a leader. And I mean, it's amazing, and I can't thank a lot of people that's been along this journey.
Leadership is such a funny thing. I'm glad you mentioned it because obviously on a team you have guys who lead by example, guys who get in front of the group and they fire everyone up, they shout at them. What kind of leader do you visualize yourself as, or what do you do on game days or throughout the week during practice? How do you get this team ready to play every weekend?
Well, I'm a leader by example. A lot of people say I don't say much. Well, I don't say anything. I mean, I feel like it's just how you go out there and work and how you play. I mean, when people see you work hard, I feel like that gives them the edge of them doing the same thing. Nick Bawden and Cameron Kelly, David Wells, them are all the guys that shout. They do all that, and everybody listens to that. But I'm more different. I don't say much. I just go out there and just try to prove a point, and I feel like everybody else just follow behind me.
Rashaad, there's clearly this kind of nationwide group of 5 bias going on. You sort of referenced it earlier, and I mean that both at the college level and even at the pros. I see people right now putting together mock drafts, and they may not have you until 5th, 6th round, and I'm thinking, what am I missing here? Especially because there's David Johnson, there's Kareem Hunt, there's Jordan Howard, there's Aaron Jones. Carson Wentz didn't even play Division I football, and these guys are absolute immediate stars at the NFL level. So what are your thoughts on that? Just this kind of idea that if you come from a school that's not the top level competition, that somehow you've got to overcome that.
I mean, I feel like all the other guys did it, and I feel like when you just get drafted, it's just another big step in your life. I mean, no matter where you go or what round you go in, I mean, it's a lot of first-rounder guys that haven't done so well in the NFL, but then you got 6th, 7th-round guys whose stars already in the making. So, I mean, I feel like the draft is just the next step. It's just how you prepare yourself and how you play. So, I mean, whatever happens in the draft happens, and I know I'm a better myself to get better to be one of them guys that's one of the big names on Sunday that haven't been drafted that high. But, I mean, I just look at it as a motivation step. I just see that and just say, that's just the way life is. I feel like, when they don't get to see you play, they don't get to see you play. I'm really not mad about that. It's a different time frame, and they really don't watch us. So, I mean, it's just another motivation step for me.
So we're here at the Aztecs for Life Blood Drive at Viejas Arena. We're on the floor. They got the hardwood up. It's pretty cool being here. Back home, our producer, John Schaefer, just sends me this text message to remind me you're number 4 in the ESPN experts poll. I'll use air quotes for this. But you're at number 4 on this list for a Heisman favorite. Now, all of a sudden, it's the Doak Walker. That's in the rearview mirror. The Heisman, that's the one. I mean, what would it mean to you if you actually had a plane ticket in your hand and you knew you're on your way to New York?
It mean everything in the world. I mean, as a group of 5 players, a dream come true.
Yeah.
And it's something as a kid, all my brothers, I have 3 brothers, and they all talked about being in the Heisman race and playing a video game, NCAA, when it was out, and you making a player, and then you seeing your name up there as Heisman, it only make you smile because, that's where you want to be. And I chose San Diego State because I wanted to be probably one of these guys that make it that far. And, I just want to show that the group of five also has players too. It's not all about the Power 5, and I think that's where most people get it wrong. They only see what the Power 5 does. They never see a group of 5 player does so well. I mean, which a lot of group of 5 players excel at. So, I mean, it's just amazing. I never thought I'd see myself up there, but I'm thankful, and I can't do it without the guys that I got every day and the staff and just everybody who support me. It's amazing, and I think San Diego has done a great job with the Doak Walker thing.
Yeah.
Rashaad Penny joining us. And, Rashaad, it's so clear in talking to you that you are the opposite of selfish. Like, you're always talking about whoever's gotten you somewhere else. I would not say the same thing about me and Rich. So here's my question for you, because we've been talking Penny for Heisman since before the year even started. So I don't think the question anymore is, are you going to New York? My question is, who are you bringing with you? Because Rich and I, we would like to go to New York with you.
The whole city of San Diego can come.
Okay, but especially Mark and Rich, right? Okay, got it.
Yeah, like you want to be in that little room there where they announce. We want to be right behind you, cheering on your name.
The first to stand up and clap behind you.
Yeah.
Speaking of things I want to attend, look, and I know you're not thinking about the draft yet, but everybody does get to that point where they're training for the combine, the draft comes around, and where you're going to be on draft day is an important thing. So, I assume you'll be with your folks, your friends back home in Norwalk. When you're having your draft party, what are the more important things that need to be there? Like, what kind of food needs to be there? I mean, are you a beer guy? San Diego's a big beer town. Like, is there a dessert that needs to be served? We talk about food a lot here on Mark and Rich.
My grandma's peach cobbler.
Ooh,
it has to be there.
That's awesome. A little vanilla ice cream on
vanilla ice as well. I mean, we get that here, but it tastes good, but it don't taste like grandma's cooking. So I mean, it's different.
Nothing's ever like grandma's. That was a really good answer, by the
Yes.
way. My God.
Yes.
And I love how, Rich, no matter who's sitting with us, you find a way to ask what they're eating. It's fantastic.
It's important.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Rashaad, again, congratulations. Let me just tell you from our standpoint, it has been a thrill just to even watch you. Like, it has been really fun, and I hope you understand not only that you're having a good time, but that you're providing that for a lot of other people too.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate everything you've done for me. It's been fun.
Rashaad Penny on the Mark and Rich Show. Rashaad, once again, congrats, and we're going to see you in New York.
Thank you. I hope so.